What's up, everybody? Welcome to my third video. I just want to provide an update on my challenge and in our garden. As you can see right here, Andrea is building a homemade trellis. Pretty ingenious. She just takes some wooden stakes and some fencing and staples it together. And I'll show you over here, we've got a couple already in the garden and they work really well. We use them for our cucumbers here. Hopefully you can we can see that cucumber growing nicely. So you see the stake there in the fence. So they work really good. And it's really helped the cucumbers to stay off the ground, the plants. So it's been really nice. So she's working on that right now. And this doesn't really let me switch the camera when I'm doing a video. So you can't really see me right now. But I'll show you here. This is one bed we just are redoing. I'll get to that in a second. So with my challenge, by the way, I'm doing pretty good. I haven't gotten out exercise this week yet, but I did get out on my bike Sunday, rode around Presque Isle, about 14 miles, so that was pretty nice. And I'm hopefully gonna get out a little bit tomorrow. Just got a new helmet, so I gotta test it out. So I'm doing pretty good. We've gone 2.5 weeks now without eating fast food. So we're really excited about that. I was thinking about pizza today and I said, no, I got all these veggies to eat. So we came home from work and that's what we're doing, eating veggies. Well, anyways, so this is an update on the garden. So you can still see some beans growing here very nicely. That's the only thing I have not torn down from this bed, except a couple carrots that I've kind of just have gotten some new life because they were covered by all these tall pea plants. You can see she's putting in the trellis right now. It's pretty sweet. Oh, it's even kind of looped around this one, which is nice because you'll see all these newer cucumber plants that went in. So that's pretty cool. Other ones we've kind of stretched the fence out, be long and solid.
Which one do you want?
But I actually like the look of this. Although I'm not sure that's going to work. I maybe would make that more of a line. So I guess she's going to work on that because you can see all these cucumber plants that are doing really nicely. So there she goes. Now she's stretching out. Yeah, that looks good. That should go pretty nicely. In fact, that should be all you need for over here. And you can see there's the two ones we got from her mom for those cucumber plants. We were going to have a lot of cucumbers. But anyways, what was I talking about? So a little bit of haste here on Tuesday. We had a couple squash plants that were rotting and I just started yanking them all down, and I was afterwards like, why did I do that? I mean, most of them were looking pretty bad, but I think I could have given them a little more time. So I feel better now that I just replanted stuff in here, because we have so much squash and zucchini that we've already harvested. We've given so many away. We've got a drawer full in the kitchen, in the fridge, so we just didn't need any more. Plus, we actually still have 4 plants in potter, so they're still somewhat producing. So they're kind of slowing down. You can see. You can see there's one growing right there. So, and there's one growing in one of the other pots. So, I mean, they're not doing that great anymore anyways. So you can hear where we had some yellow squash we pulled out. I'm about to plant some radishes, and I can't tell you the other thing I'm planting in there that I actually have growing somewhere else in the garden. It's a secret, but I can't wait to reveal that soon. Well, anyways, so in this first row to the left, I've got arugula and Swiss chard coming down there. The second row is more carrots. And then in this row to the right is more beans and peas, which is crazy because you'll see there's more peas here when I just had to replant some more seeds because some of them were yellowed out. But look at how nicely the beans are growing up there. We got some more in pots as far as beans go. And this plant is doing really good. A couple plants there. These plants have really produced here in this bed, and as you can see, the cucumber is like coming over and laying on top of those, so that's just going nuts, even with the trellis. So, and here's some corn. We've picked 3 ears of corn, sweet corn. You can see some more growing. It's delicious, as I showed in my second video, which is a short one, but I had to show that the corn is so nice. Here's some tomatoes growing with some lettuce at the bottom. I don't know how well the lettuce is going to do there. It's kind of an experiment. But these tomatoes are doing nice. I'm going to stake these tonight. This whole bed is tomatoes. I know it's crazy. I didn't really space these out well. I was doing 1 plant per square, like they say. And I'd have to say that that's too tight. I would definitely not plant as many in this bed next year. But did you see how well these tomatoes are doing? It's amazing because, here they go. None of these are rotting so far. However, all the ones in pots that I'm doing, all the tomatoes have rotted. I've probably thrown out like 15 tomatoes that have rotted. So I don't know if there's something to planting in the bed to get better roots or something, but that's what we've noticed. So I don't know. I'm hoping to still get a few good tomatoes in some of our other pots, because I mean, we got like, I think at least 6 in 5-gallon buckets that aren't, the plant looks fine, but as the tomato gets bigger, it's got blossom end rot. And yes, I have added calcium, so I don't know, it's not fixing it. Anyways, here you see some onions growing really nicely. I just kind of saved these because I had to prune these tomatoes. They were crowding them. So now they're getting more sunlight and they're liking it. So I've got more beans and peas growing along this fence here in my back trench. Hey, check out that rose. So they're all coming up here. Nice. So obviously going to have lots of beans and peas, which we've already had so many this year. This bed's kind of a mix, or it's really not organized well as it's going to be next year. But this has actually got tomatoes, potatoes, kale. You can see some Brussels sprout plants coming up, hopefully. I know they're kind of crowded. Over here, it's a little more fluid. It's a little more loose. Got some onions. Check out that bulb. Actually, there's a better one right there. He's looking good. So I'm really excited about onions. And I got some beets here, some radishes. Check out that radish. Look at that stem. It's insane. So we've picked our radishes way too early so far this year. This one's looking good, but I want to give that more time. So some cool things going over here. You can see in this bed over here, I showed you the cucumbers, but you see some kale there. Zoom in. Kale's been awesome this year. Maybe our best crop. It's been really good. Some more radishes and beets here. And you see some iceberg. And so I'm going to harvest a little bit of these tonight. I want to reveal one of my first secret plants. It looks like it's dirty and bad. That is actually Freckles romaine lettuce. It's just the design, those brown freckles to it. So it's super cool. I saw that online and I just had to get it. And I'm very excited how well it's growing. And these iceberg, of course, that's a whole head when it grows up, so I'm waiting on those. But the romaines cut and come again, so I'm looking forward to cutting those tonight, trying out in a salad. And I'm sure it's going to be delicious. But in fact, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that in another video because then I'll switch the camera. So maybe another video later where I cut the romaine. So anyways, the rest of these, look at this bucket row, I'll call it. It's just an insane amount of plants here. So, like I said, over here I'm going to be planting some radishes, my other secret plant. Corn's looking good, cucumbers looking nice. We've picked 9 cucumbers already, and there's some ones that are really developing nicely in here. See a couple of those bad boys. Oh, I'm excited about that because beginning of the year, cucumber plants were dying off, like more than half of them. And so I was like, oh, yeah, they're not going to grow. And then these ones, once they started doing okay, they're really doing well. Oh, and can you see? Yeah, you can see the sunflower. So he's small. The plant is huge, but the actual flower is small. I'm kind of saddened by that, but because I want to do some stuff. I want to bake the seeds and make some oil, but I don't think I'm going to get that much out of it. But check out my peppers. Get my hand out of the way. There's a pepper, but there's like 7 growing on this plant plus some more flowers. So they took a while, but they're doing something. And one of my things I'm most excited about, hopefully get a video on this later this week when I harvest it. Guys, check out this eggplant. Oh my God. And there's 3 growing right now, plus some more flowers. So this has got the potential for right now about 7 eggplant, but I think there's gonna be more. So he's really growing good. I'm hoping to harvest that this week, make some eggplant parm. Check out these carrots in the bucket. They're not crowning yet, but they're really doing well. There's some other stuff, but I can't show it just yet because I want to wait till I harvest it and show you what I got going on. But it's super cool. So anyways, that's it. The challenge is going good. Hopefully I can get some exercise tomorrow, get out on the bike. I'm eating veggies really well. We're staying off fast food. And the garden's coming along very good. So I was stressed about all those zucchini and yellow squash plants that I took down, which are kind of in their grave over there. I'm really sad, and I felt like I was in haste, but I'm feeling better because I still got zucchini growing out here, and I just replanted this bed with stuff I've been wanting to do more of. So it's okay, it's all good. And one other thing, I wanted to show you my compost bin. Yucky, right? That's the newer stuff. That's the older stuff. So you see how it decomposes. So there's a cool video online about a lot of cool videos online how to make compost. So I'm making my own, which is nice because I know what's in there, and then I'll use this probably next year in the garden. I might use some in the fall when I grow garlic, but it's going to really help things flourish. So that's an update. I know it's not as organized as I want it to be, but I'm learning, and I think next year is going to be way better. But so far, I mean, we've already picked so much kale, so much zucchini and squash. I think about 50 was our last count for zucchini and squash before we pulled them down. And like I said, there's more coming still on these few plants. But like bags and bags of kale. And you know, it's cut and come again. So I'm still picking it from our plants. And a bunch of beans and peas. I mean, just a lot. So, and a couple of beets. We've picked a couple of beets too. So it's been nice, but it's August 1st. There's still plenty of season left. It's been a great season. Oh, I've picked a bunch of spinach too. So I'm probably leaving something out. A couple of radishes. So it's been really nice. Thanks for watching. And tell you what, there's not many more better joys than watching things grow. It's really amazing. Testament to our wonderful creator. All right. Have a good day. Bye. Guys, bye.